And one of the most favorite ones, the waters on the machine that are just super powerful, but complicated to understand. So bear with me. The water on the machine, the button which is called strong acidic water. And what that does, you get two waters at exactly the same time. You get highly alkaline water from the big hose, which is 11.5, and that's for cleaning all your fruits, vegetables, and your meats. I'll explain that in a minute. And in the meantime, while you're collecting this water, the 2.5, the disinfectant strong acidic water, is coming from the small hose. Now, during the process, what we need to do, we have to make sure that we have the salt water in electrolysis solution. That's the only time the machine needs an additional solution, is to produce the 2.5 water. So then the water becomes really strongly disinfectant. It kills 99.9% of bacteria, and that solution, salty water, wouldn't be you need to put that in the machine as well. If you're having our best top machine, which is the K8, the electrolysis solution will be going here at the bottom. There's another video that you can check on the channel as well, how to create the 2.5 on the K8s as well, but it's exactly the same process. So once again, when you put the solution in there, you press the button, you start the water. 70% of water comes from the big hose always, and 30% of the water comes on the small hose. So what we do to make sure that we don't need to be pressing the buttons and collecting the water each and every time you need to use that, we actually have the containers. So I would always collect the 11.5 in the big container and the 2.5 in the small container at the same time, so we wouldn't waste electrolysis solution. I would also have the spray bottles that I use for all the different waters. So I have the 11.5, the 2.5, and actually that's for the beauty water. We have the small little bottle you can use for the 2.5, that's a disinfectant water. So instead of buying any hand sanitizers, that's what we carry around and just spray on our hands and use that as a hand sanitizer. So what the waters are for, the highly alkaline water, which is 11.5, is just super amazing to clean all the fruits and vegetables, all the chemicals. It's a natural degreaser, so it removes the grease that is sprayed, all the vegetables and fruits are sprayed all over, and therefore it can remove all the chemicals of the fruits and vegetables, as well as meats, nuts, and things like that. So what we do, anytime we come back from the shopping, we collect the 11.5 or just pour the 11.5 all over the fruits and vegetables, and let them soak for about 15 minutes or so, half an hour actually. You can soak them as long as you want. The only things that meats and fish, we only recommend to soak them up to 10 minutes. You shouldn't be soaking for too long. We also recommend to soak the nuts, the lentils, the rice, all the grains, because they're heavily sprayed with chemicals. They're also covered with starch, so all the dirt and nasties that comes off, it's actually really not pretty. You've probably seen on the demonstration the difference it makes to the tomatoes. You can only imagine the difference it's going to make to all your ingredients, to all the produce that you have around the house and use for the cooking. So that's the 11.5. That also can be used actually for the washing machine and for the dishwasher as well. You just need to pour about a liter of 11.5, and you can avoid using any laundry detergent or even the washing powder in the washing machine as well, dishwasher. The 2.5 is the disinfectant water, and that's perfect, as I said, as a hand sanitizer. We use that as a mouthwash, so I would collect that in the glass jar and leave that in the bathroom using that as a mouthwash. If you have essential oils, you can add a few drops of essential oils. It just gives a lovely smell and a fresher taste in the mouth, because that water actually smells like bleach. If you smell that during the presentation, it smells like bleach, and that's why it does kill the 99.9% of all bacteria. So once again, it's perfect as a hand sanitizer, perfect as a mouthwash. All the wounds, scrapes, anything, if anything happened to your child or yourself, if you scraped yourself, just spray the 2.5 on it, and it actually dries out way quicker, and it heals much quicker. Cold sores as well, it's perfect for all of that. As mentioned before, your distributor might give you this kind of table, and that gives you all the ways that you can use these waters. Disinfecting toothbrush, cleaning your foods, disinfecting all of the utensils, dishes, and I don't even use for all of that, but there's the list of the things that you can use these waters for, and make the most of that. Make the most of the machine and change your water, change your life.